Alright guys, this is an FSD 13.2.2 video. My other GoPro, the memory card filled up, so I'm having to use the phone as a face cam, which hopefully isn't too annoying for the main video because it's looking at the camera. Very temporary. I will not do this again most likely. This is just so you have this footage for the drive. Okay, so we are heading to my wife's work. There's a lot of traffic. Press and hold to start FSD. Let's see how it goes. That's definitely the way out over here. So perfect that it's going the way it is right now. No. I'm curious what it's going to do here. These are all parking spots. I might have to intervene because I don't... It needs to keep going. Yeah. So I'm just going to take over here. This is out right here. If I had more time, I may have let it kind of like finagle around in here, but it seemed like it was going to try and go into that closed part of the parking lot, which I have no idea what it would have done, and that would have been an issue. This also is wrong for it to be going this way. It has to go this way. So, not a great start. A lot of nav related issues. I don't know if I've ever said that before in the channel. But should be good now. We're faced the right way. We're about to be on the normal road. So we have a right turn on red that I hope the car creeps for. So we're going to go to 0, and now we should start creeping after these pedestrians. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh no, it is, okay. So we have her crossing, which it's good that the car is waiting. And then as soon as she's out of the way, I would just go. Perfect. That was ideal how that was handled. So yeah, this is a lot of stop and go traffic. Assuming that this clip is a part of the video that I just did, which I think it will be. This is where I'm saying that full self-driving's usefulness is kind of unbelievably... It's hard to really convey how much it sucks sitting in traffic compared to the car doing everything for you and you just sitting there. Because most people just spend their day in traffic and kind of like take it at face value, like that just is their commute. And it's aggravating, and it's tiring, and it's frustrating. Still not great that I'm sitting in traffic, but if the car's doing a lot of it, I have a lot less dread about the thought of sitting in traffic. So that's the positive spin here. Hard to pick up in the video, but we're more in the center than I would be if I was driving. Like, these are quite wide roads just because I think a lot of big trucks drive here. So we have double the space on the right that we do on the left. And so we're hugging what feels like we're hugging the yellow line, and we don't need to be. That's a small thing, but I would definitely love for the car to not do that. Also, the sunset is pretty wild. You can kind of see it here. It's beautiful out. And this is the kind of traffic that because I don't really spend a lot of time in rush hour traffic, this is probably the traffic where people want the car to be more aggressive about its follow distance and not let every single person in. Because if you maintain that huge follow distance that I always want the car to in traffic like this, everyone would just keep cutting in front of you and you'd forever fall behind. So it seems like there needs to be kind of like an aggressive creep pattern that happens when you're in what is deemed to be rush hour traffic. Because right now, you see, we we did this and now this guy gets in. Sorry, I tried to call my wife there, and I kind of forgot that I'm using my phone as my camera, so it ended the face cam for a second there. But I'll have fast forwarded, so you probably didn't even realize. This is riveting content, there's no doubt about it. But this is the traffic that I'm saying having the car do everything for you is so nice. Like, we're not going anywhere. It sucks that there's traffic like this, but it's very relaxing. Like, I'm really not having to stress about too much. This is the kind of situation, this is the traffic that I think full self-driving unsupervised will be allowed in first. Like, if you're under 50 kilometers an hour, not make any left-hand turns, XYZ criteria is met, I don't think there's any reason the car can't be unsupervised at this point. There's not much that can go wrong. So this will be where I think for a lot of people, that this is a lot of their drive that are in LA, especially in cities like that have terrible traffic. So, and again, it will expand, but for it to be initially in traffic like this, that will be a lot of people. And that'll be, I'd love to be on my phone right now without any consequence or watch something on the screen. So if everything goes correctly, we should put on our signal and go between these two cars. Wow, very, 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 very well done. That was like assertive and aggressive, but with the flow of traffic, yeah, that was flawless. FSD just needs to learn to wave to say thank you. Okay, there's a light here to moderate traffic onto the highway, but I think we're just going to get a green, so it doesn't really affect us. Good to go. And I think we just have our own lane here for quite a while. This is a very thin road, these 3 lanes, but we do have our own lane, so. I've never taken this route. Normally I would always stay on the highway, but I guess traffic is that bad that we're popping off, so. Okay, right-hand turn. Coming in a little quick, so we were slamming on our brakes. 3, 2, 1, 0. It did that thing where you come to a stop sign and it hesitates at 1 kilometer an hour. So I had to intervene with the pedal press there because I didn't want to do the awkward go back to 0, start again, just because there is traffic right behind us. That is something that I hope and assume will get fixed in the next version of FSD version 13. Not safety critical, just an annoyance, and then I will often not intervene, but if there's someone right behind us, then definitely I do. So this is the kind of traffic where I think coming to a full stop, you end up annoying people, and that's where I don't know in a perfect pothole, avoiding pothole on road. In an absolute perfect world, I would love for FSD to not, good job on that roundabout, not have to slow down to 0 on every stop sign. But I don't know. I don't know. What, do you guys think that that's the right thing to do? Should it always stop at every single stop sign no matter what? It's just so unhuman to do all the time, especially when we're stopped this far behind a stoplight. Yeah, see, I have to intervene because we're at 1, and then that would have been a 7-second longer stop, and people behind you would just get annoyed. So there's 2 things. One, I think the car, in certain scenarios, if there isn't a crosswalk, I think the car should be able to stop or come really close to a stop beyond the stop line, because I feel a lot of times the stop line is so far back from being useful. You stop at the stop line, and then you have to creep so far to even kind of see the traffic. So it's kind of like you're doing a useless stop way back here, and then you're sliding forward, but I don't know. I had in the wrong destination, so thank God I noticed that. I'm going to the proper spot now. Same area, so not too bad. This van, this was the Tesla earlier, the little unprotected left turn. So in some ways, what just happened there probably would have been what happened to me on that unprotected left turn had I committed and not let the cars not intervened, because the traffic wasn't coming crazy fast. The person was just coming around the corner, and then they would have just had to slam on their brakes, sort of the way I did just there for that van. Man, it's making me rethink how critical of a disengagement that is then. Or is that human completely wrong to do that? In which case, yes, it is. FSD should still never do that. I don't know. I'll watch it. Like, definitely tonight when I look at the footage, I think I'll have better feeling on how it all went. But really good job here. We're turning left. I'm actually curious how this is going to go. There's kind of this weird middle median thing that the car, I hope, uses properly. I hope it like takes as much space as it can so that we can get as prepared as possible to go through and across traffic. I've never done this before in the car, so. And for those of you that are still watching, because this is quite far into this video, close to the end, if you could like and subscribe, I think I asked it on my last video. It means a lot to me. Probably helps the channel. I have no idea how YouTube algorithm works. But yeah, I enjoy making these. It definitely helps when they do well. I would just go right now. Perfect. Yeah, I enjoy making these. I've made this much money off of my videos and off of my content, but it definitely takes me time and costs me money to make them. But I enjoy them, and it's cool to see the channel growing and more people engaging in the comments and more people messaging me. So yeah, thank you for all the support so far, and I hope to just continue to make more content, and in any way possible I'm going to try to make it better for you guys to watch, because I realize you all have a lot of, I'm not the only Tesla influencer out there. You have a lot of choices. Maybe all of you watch all of them, but you know, at the end of the day, like, the fact that you're choosing to watch my videos isn't lost to me. That's really cool. You're taking time out of your day to sit and watch a stranger drive their car or have their car drive them. So thank you for that. And yeah, that's kind of that. The car back there did really good though through the intersection. We got a break in traffic, very fortunately, but good job like moving through the, whatever you want to call that intersection, middle lane there, and then just proceeding as soon as there was a chance. There's a crazy sunset right now. Okay, so full stop and then creep, and I would go. Perfect. Really good job slowing down for the light here. That was super smooth. I feel like I don't comment on the car enough when it does the right thing, because oftentimes I just try and critique it. But yeah, the fact that that has all gotten so smooth is really, really, really good, because early versions of FSD were a lot more aggressive, like green light and the car would just rocket out of here full throttle, and then you'd come to like this aggressive brake. I still used FSD while it drove like that, but definitely my wife basically refused to be in the car while it was version 12 was operating, because it wasn't enjoyable. Like, and nobody was getting fooled by the fact that a robot was driving the car. Like, it was very apparent that it was being driven very unhuman like. Once you were going, it was fine, but it's that initial start stop that was so aggressive that they've gotten so much better at, that makes FSD 100 times more usable than it was. Okay, we're making the same move that car did. Nice job. That was really good. We had traffic kind of backed up there turning right, so car went around. It's funny, that was an EV. I don't know which electric vehicle it was, but just the way it accelerated, I don't think I've actually seen like an EV, because that person clearly had their throttle on standard or fast, like it wasn't in a chill mode, and they gave it full throttle kind of as a maneuver to get around that car. It looked like a video was sped up, because cars usually don't have that kind of instant torque zip. It was cool. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Unfortunate for me, but really, really good job by FSD handling this train stop beautifully. Holy, that was perfect. The light started to blink. We came to a stop and did exactly what we should. I have yet to be stuck behind a train with FSD, so I was curious how I was going to handle that. Now we all get to look at the hilarious visualizations. The buses are just doing their thing. And this was another thing I was curious of. So these lights and the arms are going to raise. How is FSD going to handle this? I would go right now, and the car is pretty much going perfect. That was handled beautifully. It was such a hard scenario to put the car in, because you have to be the person that gets stuck first at a train gate. So that was really good. That was a great example of it. Really good job. I will definitely post that little clip on X, because I think it's interesting to see. Cool. Okay, we are here. That's it for the drive. That's it for the video. See you guys all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. And it's a pretty spicy one, actually, if it's all including the unprotected left turn, critical disengagement, and then the train. It's a good video. Come on now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Bye.